Hey everybody, I'm Marty Boardman with FlippingPhoenixHouses.com, and I'm down here today at the Maricopa County Courthouse steps where trustees sales take place, these auctions, these foreclosed properties. And behind me you can see there's already some bidding taking place. Well, this is part 3 of the 3-part interview I did with a guy named Dusty Figs, and he's a bidder down here at the courthouse steps. He works for a company called azbidder.com. And in today's interview, he's going to talk about what happens if you actually win a bid on a property, how that process works, whether or not you can get a loan to buy these homes, and the importance of really using a professional bidding service on your behalf. This isn't a place for novices down here. So Dusty, why don't you take it from here?
Once you've been the successful bidder, again, you will sign your $10,000 check over to the auctioneer. They will take that as a deposit. Then you will fill out a vesting form, which is basically telling how you want to take deed of the property. That you will turn into them, and they will give you a receipt for that sale. Now you have within 24 hours to pay the balance of your bid to that company. At that time, they will, once that's closed out, they will send off for your bid. Your bid usually comes in the mail to you 2 to 3 weeks out. That basically declares you the owner of that property at that time.
Gotcha. So you kind of mentioned $10,000. How much money do you need total? Do you need it all there, or you said $10,000 at the time you bid?
$10,000 at the time you bid. That is your deposit, and basically your right to that property to pay off that full balance.
And then when do you have to pay the rest?
That full balance needs to be paid within 24 hours.
Okay, and can you get a loan to do that?
Loans are hard to come by through the banks because the bank doesn't. There's no bank that has time to look at the property for collateral. So I mean, unless you can get a credit of some sort, that'd be the only real loan that you could get on it.
Right, or like a hard money loan.
Or a hard money loan,
right.
Exactly.
Somebody
precisely.
specifically
for that purpose.
Sure. Now, can you typically see the house before you bid on it?
You can try.
Yeah.
You can try. Depending on what situation the house is in, it could be currently occupied by an owner. It could be occupied by a tenant. It could be vacant. You can go by and see what you can see. But the thing is, if you've got all these properties that you're watching, you've really got to watch it the night before. So you're watching it the night before to see what's actually going. Now you see what's actually going. Now you've got to take your time, get out there to the properties, look at them, try to take a look to see if it's even worth bidding on, what you can profit off of it, and then go from there.
Yeah. So how do you know that if you are bidding on a house, how do you know you're even bidding on the first mortgage position versus the second, third? I mean, how do you know that?
Again, homework that has to be done prior to you getting even down here. If you don't know what lien you're bidding on, I mean, you could end up paying off of a second mortgage that's nothing but profit to the bank at that point, unfortunately. But you have to do title research on the property, so you've got to look into that to see exactly what liens, encumbrances, what is on it that needs to be taken care of and or will go away. Taxes are going to be something that come up, HOA fees, stuff that come up. I mean, it's all there that you got to research to make sure that it's something that's going to balance out for you.
Now tell me, you've been doing this for a while. Tell me a crazy story or something that's happened down here that someone who's never been down here before or doesn't know much about the process would just be blown away.
Yeah, you see it happen all the time. I mean, you see people come down here, try to bid on a house, not sure exactly where to go, what to do. I've had an older gentleman come down here, and because of all the commotion, all the different auctioneers yelling off all at the same time, 100 here, 100 here, he couldn't hear what his bid was, and it sold, and he was willing to go more, but he couldn't hear it, couldn't get it, didn't do it. Had a young lady yesterday, a couple of ladies came by looking to bid on a property. She came by at 10 o'clock, thought it was a 10 o'clock sale, turned out it was a 12:30 sale, so she left and came back. Then same thing with her, listen to the commotion, trying to hear for your property the auctioneers are calling off. Every 3 houses she was coming up, is this one? Is it this one yet? Not quite, hold on, he'll get to it. And then it came, and someone bid a buck on it, and she didn't bid at all. I was looking at her, I'm not sure how it goes sometimes, but it's not, unless you're used to it, it'll throw you, It'll throw you.
Is there anything I'm leaving out, anything that you feel like you'd want to add? that I missed?
You know, some of the things that I would say in regards to auctioning is the auctioneers. They have personalities. These trusty sales guys, they've got their own personalities, the way they do their business. Some of them, they won't have you within a 5-foot radius of them while they're doing their sales. Others, shoot, they don't mind if you're sitting right next to them, calling a bid or not. So knowing how to deal with all those dynamics is really quite extensive that you've got to do. So it's much better to have a representation down here that's been here doing it, that'll help you out. You know, a company like AZ Bidder can help you do your lien checks. You know, we can do drive reports, so you don't have to run around driving them. We'll take a look at it for you, send you your pictures. You can take a good look and see exactly what the property is and where you're going with it. So, you know, if you're going to do this and you want to be serious about investing down here at Trusty Sales, invest in a company that can help you do that. Ease your workload so you can focus on finding the properties. Let us deal with the footwork for you, and we'll go from there. And we'll all be successful and get this debacle taken care of.
Fantastic. All right. Thanks,
cool.
Dustin.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Marty.
it, man.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Perfect.